If you think that your age, your background, or your past experiences limit you, then this episode is for you. Good evening, everyone. Today on Tales of the Edu, I have here with me Miss Beatrice, but she loves to be called Dra. So join me and let's have another wonderful episode. Beatrice, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming. I really appreciate all the stress that you've gone through. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So when you say Miss Beatrice, I know you to be a queen, but when you say Miss Beatrice, can you give us a brief introduction?
Okay, so my full name is Beatrice Afful. I grew up in Central Region, Manchester to be precise. Yeah, what else? Yeah, so my mom is still alive, but my dad is late. I lost my dad about 5 years ago.
Okay.
And Beatrice is just this confident and passionate girl who just loves to motivate the people around her, regardless of her condition or the situation around.
Okay.
Yeah, and yeah, she's just 24.
Oh, wow. You are beautiful.
Thank you.
Okay, you said you come from Central Region.
Yeah.
So can you speak Fant?
Yes. I make a fancy. I'm a good fancy, yes.
Okay.
You know, fancies, we don't speak fancy without you, but make a fancy palm, it's fancy palm.
Okay, now what you futu?
Oh, that be.
Okay. And you're Winneba now?
Winneba, I only schooled in Winneba.
Oh, okay.
Just university for the 4 years until Winneba. If it is a compartment, I think.
Okay, you say you lost your father at a very young age.
No, like 5 years ago.
5 years ago. Did it have any impact on your life?
That it was hard, like it's still hard actually. I'm still dealing with his loss. It's been 5 years and counting.
Okay.
And every single day when I achieve something new, no matter how little it is, I miss him. Because he was a type that celebrates little beginnings or little achievements.
Okay.
So I believe that if he was around, he would have celebrated every single thing. And sometimes, you know, when something new happens in my life, I wish he was around. I could tell him that this is what is happening.
Oh.
Because he's kind of been the person that really wanted to see me in certain kind of places that I didn't see myself at the time. But yeah, I'm trying to get there. He's not here to celebrate them with me. So yeah, it's very, very hard. But mom has got me, so mom too is doing her best.
Shout out to mom.
Yeah.
Okay, so why did you school? Did you school in Central Region?
Of course.
Your primary?
Yeah. So I attended school in Manchester, Infantman Preparatory School to be precise, right from crèche through to JHS3. So it was in JHS3 that I was registered in a government school. It's called Edumaze, MAGHS, and then I wrote BC there. So I had like about 6 to 8 months in the government school.
Okay.
And then I attended high school at Edinaman Senior High School. Edinaman, that's in Elmina, same Central Region. It's not like I love Central Region so much, but I mean, the best senior high schools are in Central Region, no doubt about that. So, I attended Edinaman Senior High School, and then after that, I proceeded to University of Education, Winneba.
So let's talk about your journey in UW. Were you a course rep or anything, position?
Okay, I wasn't a course rep in UW. Yeah, I contested in first year. I didn't win, but I didn't contest again. So I wasn't a course rep, but I rather emerged Miss UW, first runner-up.
Oh, nice.
In 2022, like in first year. So like during my year, the winners were 2 second years and 1 first year, which was me.
Hey, wow.
Yeah, so the queen herself and the second runner-up was second year. And then I was the first year student who came out second. And apart from that, I had a few, I actually contested for elections, which I also didn't win, but it was fulfillment for me. Yeah, like in my department.
Okay.
Yeah, I contested like as a vice president in my department. I didn't win, but it was fulfillment for me because we had to go for a runoff. Yeah, but then with the first round, I won. Just that I needed that 50 plus 1%, rule. So it was fulfillment for me because at the Verton, and I was the best. I came out best in Verton. So I was like, okay, then this is fine. And yeah, I also held a counseling fair together.
We'll come to the counseling fair. But as a level 100 student, mostly when you come to level 100, our focus is on books, books, books. So who told you to go for Miss EW, or you had the passion that, or you felt that you could do this?
Honestly, I was motivated by somebody.
Okay.
For the very once in a very long time, I would say somebody motivated me. Mr. Suleiman Gazi.
Okay.
Like, he was the departmental president by then. He was like, okay, you know what, you don't really have to win. We just wanted to put the name of the department out there because the department was not very popular.
Okay.
So just go, we'll support you with everything we can.
Okay.
But upon getting in the competition, I realized that I even had potential that I didn't know. That is the reason why I keep saying that studying counseling psychology in university shaped me and brought out certain things that I didn't know about myself. Because when I got, somebody motivated me, all right, but I went through the training all by myself. I mean, put my scripts together and everything. But of course, I got the support, votes from my loved ones, my classmates were really helpful. Like, the whole department was rallying behind, even though we're not so many, we're just like 40 by then in the class. So imagine somebody like me, counseling psychology versus political science,
And becoming
with
the
over
first
1,000 students. Yeah, so it wasn't that easy, but I was motivated by somebody, and I felt it was worth it. Along the line, I felt I was learning. I learned how to model, like, you know, with my, I'm not very slim, so you know how it is with modeling, and then girls who are chubby or heavy. I learned how to model. I learned how to be more confident in public. I learned my presentation
So were
skills.
people looking down on you because you were not slim?
No, I didn't get that. I think there were other people who were a bit thicker than I was.
Okay.
If not, so, but then nobody did ever look down on me. You know, I mean, the competition, it was really a fair one. It was a competition that helped us to learn and relearn. So, yeah.
So proud to the pageant. Were you participating in any beauty pageant?
No, it was my first.
It was your first
Yes,
time.
it was my first.
And which projects were at your heart? Because I know that queens, they have projects that they want to embark on even after winning. So which projects were at your heart?
So it was all mental health for me.
Mental health.
Basically, I wanted to do something that it was not going to be a short goal. I wanted something that was going to go a longer way, or was going to go into the future. And I also want something that was related to my course of study. So even if I had to use it for my final project at the end of school, and I know that I didn't waste my time. So yeah, my project was basically on mental health awareness creation or counseling. So it was basically called seeking professional help.
Okay.
So not just seeking help from just anybody, but seeking help from the right professionals.
Okay.
Yeah,
and why mental health? Do you think that because of the program you read?
One, I thought it was, initially I thought it was just because of the program, but with time I realized that I was more passionate about mental health than I thought, because personally, I had had my own fair share of mental health issues. Though it didn't get to the extreme, but I realized that people have problems that are talked about. And people also have problems that, because of the stigma in our societies, you know, you can't admit you have a mental health problem in our societies. Like,
no.
That becomes a problem. That becomes a dent on your image, no matter who you are. So I really just wanted to do awareness creation on the fact that having a mental health condition doesn't mean you're mad, as they say it. But there are lots and lots of them, and we have a lot of things that go in, day out, that causes us to have any of these things. And then I had also had my own fair share, because being a single mom in the society comes with stigma.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then, you know, sailing through it all, the breakdowns, the emotional trauma that comes with being a mother, you know, postpartum emotional stuff and all that. So I had my own fair share, and then I sailed through. So for a minute, I felt like, you know what, there are some women out there who had the same thing and couldn't sail through. So they needed somebody who can voice out, somebody who can talk to them, somebody who can feel, who can share their pain, because I have been there. So when you talk to them, they feel you understand them better than somebody who is all poised and then just comes to them all fresh. So the mental health dream is actually broad, and then we are bringing it to life in bits. With time, people will get to understand the whole dream. But yeah, I just felt that was a stepping stone or the starting point.
Okay, so have you held any seminar to talk about this mental health?
Yes. So like the first I talked about was the counseling fair. So the counseling fair was basically to make the counseling center in UW known, which I did in collaboration with the UW Counseling Center and the department. That was my department association. That was the Student Counseling Association of Ghana, UW chapter. So we came together during one of our departmental programs. We had the counseling fair. That was just creating awareness that the school has a support system for all students going through mental health issues or having problems with their studies and stuff. But apart from that, personally, I do mental health advocacy. So sometimes I get invitations to schools to talk about mental health. Sometimes to personally, I get to go into schools like the high schools. I love dealing with teenagers a lot because I feel like most of the shege I've seen in this life happened to me when I was a teenager. And so sometimes when you talk to them, they feel like you understand their vibe.
They feel connected.
Yes, they feel the connection. So yeah, I go to schools like high schools, and then I also collaborate with a lot of associations. So I have like MTSC, that's Infant Tertiary Student Association, that sometimes I collaborate with. So when they're having an event, I get to talk about mental health. And then I have Comfort Association too, a Kofi, because I am in a Kofi district. I get to have mental health advocacy sometimes when we are having so we have a lot of celebrations that we do. Or and this world celebration, we have like World Mental Health Day, this menstrual World Menstrual. We celebrate all the tangible world holidays and stuff. So celebrations, yes. So because of that, whenever we are having them, whichever one that gets to match with mental health, I make sure I take the mantle on myself and I do it. There are some that I've held online, and yeah, we are still hoping to do more.
And what are some of the causes of mental health in our society?
That is actually deep because psychologists always say that everybody has a percentage of insanity in that because our economy alone. Yeah. Okay, so this is just something that everybody thinks that the economy alone gives mental health problems, right? Yes, everybody thinks that. But I mean, the stress and in our part of the world is normal. Then the people go through stress, and for some reason, people don't even know that what they are going through is a mental health condition. If you are overwhelmed, you're having a mental health condition. But until you get to understand that it's a mental health condition, you will stop discriminating or you stop stigmatizing. Because family problems, financial issues, unemployment, everything is coming together at once, hitting at you. Your mother is calling you because the mother thinks that, okay, when we're school, now you need to, bring something home. And then at the same time, that small job that you are doing to the boss is on your neck. At the same time, probably your girlfriend or your boyfriend is also on your neck. Those things come together, and then the moment your system is not, or your brain is not able to take all those things at once, you get overwhelmed. That is stress right there. And that is a mental health condition. And when it is not taken into consideration, if you don't take care of it, you don't control it, or you don't try to find solutions to it, it develops into depression.
Yeah, talking about solutions, what can individuals do to overcome this? And after that, they state.
In our part of the world, you cannot entirely deal away with it, but you can manage it. That's what I always say. You can manage it. So the most effective I see is self-care. So self-care is like taking time out of all your busy schedules, anything you do, just to treat yourself. And self-care is not as expensive as we see it. Because somebody thinks that self-care is me taking time, looking at a luxurious resort, going there, having time, ordering expensive food. We even have times of self-care. It depends on what you need at the time. Because some need emotional, some need social, some even need spiritual self-care. Some just need to pray. Because after praying, you feel like, okay, I'm feeling so lighthearted.
Yeah, you feel relieved.
You just, if you want to go out of your environment, you have, like just a change of environment. You do not need to book a very expensive resort. You don't need to move all the way from Central Region to Greater Accra because you want to have self-care. Yeah. If you stay in Mankissime and you go to Saltford is still not Mankissime.
Even the beaches.
See, the beach is like therapeutic for me personally. If I feel so overwhelmed, I go to the beach, I sit there quietly, listen to the waves. just quietly, no drinks, nothing.
Yeah.
So it depends on the kind of self-care you need at a point in time. You leave everything that is getting you, even if it's your phone, like the calls are many, you switch off your phone, you just drop everything and just allow yourself to breathe, like allow yourself to feel you and be you. Sometimes you just need somebody to talk to.
Yeah.
Because nobody really, sometimes most of our friends don't really have solutions to our problems, but talking to them listening to us is therapeutic for us.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I feel like one of the most effective ways of dealing with most of this mental, especially stress and anxiety and those things, is self-care.
Okay. That's fine. So let's talk about some of the misconception people have about counselors. So because of that, they don't even go to them and seek for professional advice.
I enjoy it a lot when I'm asked these kind of questions. Even though I'm not yet a licensed counselor or psychologist, I still have a degree in counseling psychology, which goes a long way because like the basics of becoming a counselor. So basically, people think that counselors will tell your story outside. My dear, no professionally trained counselor tells your story to nobody. Counselors are bound with something we call an ethic we call confidentiality. So nobody gets to hear about your story. They are not in any capacity like often to talk about your story. Not even to set as an example in their conversations. It's something that people don't know. And counselors are bound not just with confidentiality. Every counselor has something we call unconditional positive regard.
Okay.
They respect you no matter your age, how rich you are or poor you are. Everybody is the same in the eyes of the counselor, no matter what you've done. So counselors do not judge. People think they get judged. Okay, why do I have to go to somebody just to tell me that the person to judge me? People never going to me. Like counselors don't judge. No trained counselor professional, like no, they don't judge. And then other people think that why should I go to a stranger to tell him my story? So the misconceptions.
Counselors are no strangers.
They are not.
They are not. It's not like when you are not feeling well, you go to
a doctor.
Yes. The same way that if you feel overwhelmed with your mental health, you have to visit the counselor.
We are doctors of that side of life.
Yeah.
You understand? So okay, now would you say that because you are not the doctor is a stranger, now you don't go to the doctor to heal you? No, it doesn't work like that. So counselors are here for you. They are here to help our life become easier. They are here to help us sort because because these mental health issues, they are things that stay with us. They happen to us in our daily lives, day in, day out. We get anxious. Somebody is going for a presentation, she gets so anxious, she gets there, she starts to shake.
Yeah.
That is anxiety right there. If it's short, it's normal. The moment it extends, you need help. Okay, so we are there. Like I say we because I am still under training, but counselors are there to help. They are only here to offer help, not to judge you, not to tell your story to anybody or nothing. It's heartbreaking when sometimes you hear the misconceptions, but again, I just want you to know that they are here for you and us and everybody.
Okay. From your profile, I realize that you've hosted so many programs. Okay, what are some of those programs that you've hosted?
Okay, so one of my major programs is Afro Talks, and I hosted that in Lagos. Afro Talks is one of the platforms that like minds, people that has Africa had come together to discuss Africa, to talk about Mother Africa.
And do you think that there are some people who don't have Africa at heart?
Well, everybody does, but it takes a lot of commitment on this particular project.
Okay.
So yeah, I took about Afro Talks with like
passion,
yeah, and apart from that, I also hosted the recently ended African Best Business Awards by Maven Communications, and then there's been a lot of others like a conversation with John Carlos. I don't know if John Carlos is one of he's an athlete, a black athlete that has this one in history, and there's been a lot more others even when I was on campus. Few dinner and awards here and there.
So how did you get into that? This public speaking and hosting of programs. How did you get into that?
I think it's just there. That is one of the things that I believe I have naturally. I don't have to struggle to do. That's why I say that sometimes I really wish my dad was here to see some of the things that I'm doing, because my dad had always seen me there. No, as young as I was at the time, my dad always expected to see me on TV.
Okay.
So my dad was always watching news, and he was like, you know what, you're going to be there. Like, it was that.
It was there. He realized it.
Yeah. So even though I diverted along the line, I read home economics in high school, and I further read counseling psychology, which had nothing to do with journalism.
Yeah.
I still believe that it's, talent is talent.
Talent
You
is
understand?
talent.
And something you have, you just have it. You can't even swerve, even if you
And
want
your field shouldn't limit your
your
capability.
field doesn't limit you. So yes, I think it's something that I just have. And then, but I think I've just kept it to me. So once one time I was like, why don't you just try it? And then it's just been going back to back like that.
Okay, so talking about you trying, did anyone in the university spotted you that you could do this? So they gave you the chance to practice?
No.
Oh, okay.
I just discovered myself.
You just discovered
Yes.
it. Okay. That's
but I have a few people who motivated me when they realized that this is what I'm doing was right. Like my boss, Mr. Bright Temple. So Bright Temple told me when it was time for Afro Tours Nigeria, it's like, Beatrice, you're hosting. I'm like, that is not even in Ghana. I said, go there, do your best. Just show them what you've got. I believe you. I trust you. Those words meant. In fact, the first when he gave me that opportunity, you know what he told me was, "I want to see you host Grammys." And Mr. Bright, Ted Billy, I'm coming for you. Like, I'll host Grammys for you very soon. I just pray that I could just pursue it. I pray for perseverance and then the strength to keep pursuing so that I can host Grammys for my boss. Because he gave me one of the international platforms and he's still giving me more. So I want to make him proud. I want to make sure he doesn't regret giving me that opportunity. So yes, I discovered myself, but I've got people who have been motivating me all this while that, you know what, you are doing great. And keep on.
If someone tells you are doing well, that word alone, it motivates you. You feel like you shouldn't give up because people are looking up to you, so you shouldn't give up. Okay. So have you won any awards so far?
Yes, most of the awards I've won around mental health and influence. So I think in UEW, I won the most influential student of the year, like twice.
Nice.
2022, 2023, and in 2024, I won the NASA, that is National Academy of Student Achievement Awards, Ghana. I won the Best Student Mental Health Advocate and Mental Health and Healthy Life Advocate. And then in 2025, I also won Best Student Mental Health Advocate with Tertiary Central Tertiary Excellence Award. So yeah, it's been awards here and there. We thank God. Sometimes we don't expect them, but.
Okay, so looking at your awards, do you have any upcoming bigger projects that you want to embark on?
Okay, so I've gotten awards, but my most favorite award, or the one that motivates me a lot, the one that excites me most is when I speak to people and the next thing I hear is I was touched. You know what? Talking to you changed my perception about something, or I feel like I feel the connection. Like when I get feedback from talking, those mean much more to me. Those feel like a word to me than the ones that I have hanging in my room. Yes, I appreciate those ones so much because I feel like, okay, then those little things I'm doing, somebody is seeing it. But what's more fulfilling than doing that? Okay, this thing that I'm doing, somebody really is being tagged, somebody is being impacted, because the goal is impact. So yes, I have a word that I'm nurturing a mental health foundation that will come out live very soon. So for now, that mental health foundation is my little way of giving back to the society, and that is why I do the mental health advocacies that I do in my own little ways in my community, radio stations here and there. I do them without the support of nobody, just me.
Don't you need support?
Well, I do, but like I said, it's my way of giving back to the community. So I don't need to expect the community to give me so much. But I really do need support. I mean, mental health is big. Mental health is something that is a conversation that needs to be had at this time of the world. So if somebody wants to support me, then I would be grateful. But for now, I want to just give birth to my mental health foundation and keep getting bigger and bigger. I mean, keep reaching out to more people day in, day out.
What's one stigmatization you think could be erased about single mothers?
I said stigmatization that should be erased. I think that thing that makes people have a lot of things to say when they get together. Somebody's a single mother, okay, something, okay, and he was doing multiple men, and that was why. Some also think was saying, like, people even say they are Jimmy, okay, but it's hard for you to get pregnant out of wedlock and decide not to abort it. It is a decision of a tough woman. It takes somebody who is strong to decide not to abort a baby. So the perceptions are a lot. I wouldn't even know which one to touch on, but I just want to say that if you know somebody who is a single mother, a word of kindness will go a long way to motivate them. Because beyond the smiles, beyond the hassles and everything, the physicals that you see, deep inside is a wound that needs healing. And so the moment you talk down on them or you say anything to them, it's like you borrowing into their wounds. So if you cannot heal them, please do not borrow deep into their wounds. That is what I can say.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
It's been such a wonderful conversation. So enjoy.
All right. Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome.
And I hope you enjoy this one.
Yeah. Bye-bye.